Hello, it's another week, and this week we're going to be focusing on the market breakdown for the coming week, which is going to begin on 10th of June and we're going to end on 14th of June. Don't forget to subscribe in our YouTube channel and switch on the post notification so that you can be altered whenever we are posting this analysis every weekend. And also don't forget to subscribe in our Telegram channel, as the results will be released there. And for those who still need account management, training, mentorship, signal service, everything is still available for you. Yep, let us focus on this pair. This first pair is XAUUSD, and let us first look on the daily view. This is XAUUSD, and this pair next week we're going to be focusing on the bullish direction, of which we are anticipating that price will move from this point toward this point, as we are anticipating that it is respecting the channel. So after it has moved to that point, we anticipate it to drop again toward this point, where it will come back and touch this trend line, which if we extend it this way, then continue moving with it toward direction in the north side. So this is XAUUSD, and this is daily time frame. Let us go and look on the H4 time frame so that you can see where we going to be looking for our entry points. Yep, on H4 we're going to be focusing on our entry. As you can see, the market at present, where it is. So our first target where we'll be looking for our entry is when price break and retest this point and move that direction, or we wait for a pullback toward this point, then we will find for our entry at this point so that you can continue moving up with this. So those are the points which we'll be focusing for our entry points. Yep, another pair which we're going to be focusing it on for the coming week is EURs JPY. It's EURs JPY, and for EURs JPY this week we're going to be focusing on buying this pair, and this pair we are buying it because of a certain reason. First, there is a broken trend line which has already been retested, so we are anticipating that price will continue moving up toward this point. And also apart from that is because of the reversal head and shoulder pattern which can be observed or is about to be seen. There is a little head and shoulder which you can see it at this point. Shoulder, head. Now we're anticipating that price will go that way, and when it reaches at least this point, it will drop down. Or another pattern which we're going to be anticipating is the head and shoulder on this point, of which this is the first shoulder, and this is the second. This is the head, and we're anticipating price to reach this point. Then it will come back a little to form another shoulder, so that you can continue moving up toward this target. Yep, this is EURs JPY, and this is H4 time frame, and this is the view for the next week. So where we're going to be looking for our entry point after the broken of this neck of the head and shoulder, or we will focus on entering on this second shoulder here. Yep. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on for the coming week, apart from EURs JPY, is CHF JPY. And on CHF JPY also we are focusing on buying this pair, as it has already formed a good reversal pattern, which is double bottoms. So we're anticipating that price will reach to this point and then turn around. Then from there it will break and then toward this green zone here. So on this pair, CHF JPY, on the next week we'll be focusing on a bullish direction, and our entry point will be focusing at this green zone. Yep, another pair which you're going to be focusing on is EURs JPY. EURs JPY. Yeah, for EURs JPY also we have a clear breakout of this trend line, of this downtrend. So what are we anticipating? We're anticipating price to move toward this next trend line at this point, and the reason behind is because of the clear formation of head and shoulder, which can easily be observed. Here. Let me show you. This is the first shoulder, head, second shoulder, and the price has already broken. So we're anticipating to see a pullback, then continue moving up toward that point. So our entry point will be focusing on this like a purple zone, so that you can enter for the coming week. Another pair which you're going to be focusing apart from EURs JPY is GBP JPY. Yeah, it's GBP JPY, and this GBP JPY also it's in the bullish direction, and the reason behind is because there is a trend line which has been broken. Apart from that, there is a reversal pattern of the double bottoms which has already been seen. So we anticipate the price will break this neck and then retest. Then from there we are targeting toward this purple zone again, which is the touch of the trend line. So for this coming week on GBP JPY, we'll be focusing on buying this pair. Another pair which you're going to be focusing it on is NZD JPY. NZD JPY. Yep, NZD JPY. And then NZD JPY also will be focusing on buying this pair for the coming week. And the reason behind is because of the clear head and shoulder pattern formation. As you can see, we had a neck at this point, and this was the first shoulder, this was the head, and the second shoulder has already been formed. So we are waiting for a clear breakout so that you can enter at this green zone here. So we will be targeting at this point. Then from there, we'll be looking for a selling opportunity after it has touched this zone, or we're anticipating it to touch the trend line. Then from there, we'll be focusing on selling this pair again. Yeah, this is NZD JPY, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on for the coming week. Yep, this is NZD JPY. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on for the coming week is USD JPY. On USD JPY also, we're anticipating, this is H4 time frame, we're anticipating that there is a pullback which is going to be formed, and the reason behind is because of the double bottoms which can be observed on the smaller time frame, which has already completed its pattern. We're anticipating that price will move toward this point. Then from there, we'll be looking for a selling opportunity to continue moving down. Let us look on the daily time frame to see the target for the coming week. On daily time frame, USD JPY. Yeah, this is our target for the coming week. So we wait for a pullback toward that point. Then from there, we'll be dropping down toward this trend line here. This is USD JPY, and this is the focus for the coming week. Yep, another pair which you're going to be focusing on is CAD JPY. Yeah, on CAD JPY, on the daily view, we're anticipating price to continue moving down. As you can see, there was a clear double tops, and also there was like an uptrend which has been broken. So we're anticipating price to continue moving down. As it has already dropped down, it came back to this direction. It dropped down. It came back to this point. Now it is retesting the broken support or resistance so that we can continue moving down with it. This is CAD JPY, and this is day one time frame. And when we see on the H4 time frame where we're going to be focusing on our entry point is going to be focused on this point here. So we're waiting to see confirmation at this point so that we can get our entry. This is the early entry I think we're going to get for the coming week. This is GBP JPY, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on for the coming week, apart from GBP CAD JPY, is Euro AUD. And Euro AUD for this week also, this coming week we're going to be focusing on selling it. As we can see, last time we had these double bottoms and price dropped a little. Now it is giving us like a big double bottoms. I mean double tops. It is double tops. Sorry, it's double tops. So we're anticipating that price will come and touch this trend line here, and this at this point is where we're going to be looking for our entry. And if we get an early entry, we wait for a break and retest of this neck, of which is the green zone, and then we take our second entry for those who will have direct entry from this point at first. Then from there we'll be targeting this brown zone. This is the target for the coming week. Another pair which you're going to be focusing is Euro AUD and it is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on for the coming week, it's Euro USD. Yeah, on Euro USD also we'll be focusing on buying this pair. And the reason behind is because of the clear double bottoms which has already been broken, and the neck has been broken and retested very well. Now we're anticipating price to continue moving up toward this point. The reason for us to continue moving toward this point, this is the H4 time frame, and this is the view in H4 time frame. The reason for us to first target of take profit with this green zone is because of the double bottoms. But when you move to daily time frame, we can see that the price has broken a very long-term downtrend trend line. So we're anticipating price to continue moving toward this yellow zone, and it will be the touch of the trend line, and also it is where we'll be targeting for the coming week. So for those who are swing traders, we're anticipating price to reach that point for the coming week. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from Euro USD is Euro CAD. Yep, on Euro CAD, let us look on H4 time frame. On H4 time frame, we can see that there is like a trend line which has been broken, and it has been retested. So we're anticipating price to move down toward this trend line here, and then from there we're anticipating it to shoot up. The reason for it to move down is because it has formed like double bottoms in smaller time frame if you focus very well, which as this one, and the neck has been broken and retested very well, so anticipating to move down with it. But also the reason for us to continue moving up is because price still give us double bottoms. So this is like a double bottom, so anticipating for it to break, then to break and retest and see that direction. Yep, this is EuroCAD, and this is H4 time frame, and this is our view for the coming week. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on for the coming week apart from EuroCAD is EUR/JPY. Yep, for EUR/JPY we are anticipating to see a very big drop for this pair, and this is because of the test of this support or resistance and also the touch of this trend. So we're anticipating it to continue moving down as it has broken, as it will break this zone. As it will break this zone. So for those who are focusing for entry, the first point of our entry is this one, and after the break of this support or resistance and a good retest is when we'll be looking for a second entry so that you can continue moving down with it. Let us see our target on the daily time frame. This is EUR/JPY on H4, and on daily time frame we can see price has been consolidating for a long period of time. This consolidation. So the move which we are anticipating is that it will break and retest and have this point. The reason for us to have this direction continuation of downtrend is because of the head and shoulder formation on this daily time frame, which is this point here. I think you can see it. Yep. So another pair which you're going to be focusing on for the coming week apart from EUR/JPY is EUR/GBP. And for EUR/GBP, this is daily time frame. We are focusing for it to continue moving up toward this trend line. Then from there, we will be looking for a selling opportunity, moving forward down with it. This is EUR/GBP, and the reason behind for us to continue moving up with it is because of it is not in the support or resistance. It is not in an obstacle. So the move will continue. It is anticipated. So let us focus on H4 time frame on this pair EUR/GBP so that you can see where we will be getting our entries on H4. Yeah, the price which we'll be focusing for our entries is after the break of this support or resistance. Let me adjust it very well so that you can see it very well without any problem. I think in daily view, yeah, in daily view it can be seen there. So we will be waiting for a clear breakout here and retest. We will have some pips to catch up. Then from there we'll be looking for a selling direction from there. So our entry point will be after the broken of this purple zone. Yep. Another pair which we're gonna be focusing, and this is our last pair, which is EUR/NZ. Yep. On EUR/NZ for this week, we're going to be focusing on selling this pair. And the reason behind, when you look on the daily view, is because it's looking for a second shoulder. This was the first shoulder, this is the head, and then we are waiting for the second shoulder so that you can continue moving up with this pair. And when we go to H4 time frame, let us focus on where we'll be getting our entries for the coming week. And when we go to H4 time frame, the point which we'll be focusing for our entries, it has already reached a point where we'll be focusing for our entries. Now, we will take opportunity of selling this pair for the coming week and continue moving down with it. As it is moving down, we get our second entry after the break and retest of this support or resistance. And the reason for us to continue moving down is because of the clear head and shoulder pattern, which is this is the first shoulder, this is the head, and this is the second shoulder, and it has broken and retested the neck very well. Now we are anticipating it to continue going down. So these are among the pairs which will be focusing for the coming week on the group of euros, euro pairs, and the group of JPYs, and also we have XAUUSD. Let us meet next coming week for the next breakdown. Happy paper chasing week.